If I had to pick 4 books that like define my reading taste, these would be the 4. We got books like The Inheritance Games, Daisy Jones and the Six. I don't remember what comes next. It happened one summer, and November 9th. And I was like, man, I want to start reading fantasy. So enjoy this reading vlog. Also, I think it's so funny breathing in time lapse. Like, what? So, like, I get it, but at the same time, there's... what's the point of the confusing names? Like, why can't we just have, like an Emily or something, you know? The sheer length of the book scares me. Like, genuinely, like, it makes me upset. I have like 470 pages to go, so gonna be here a while. I'm also a very slow reader, but it's also probably because I get distracted kind of easily, but we'll see. I'm on page 115. It's chapter 16. And my bookmark looks so good with this book. Oh my gosh. So I started tabbing it, and this book is supposedly enemies to lovers, which, I mean, I guess they're supposed to be enemies, but I'm not really seeing it. It's giving more of like a Romeo and Juliet, like they're supposed to be enemies, but they're not type vibe. According to Goodreads, I'm 22% through. Over the summer, I'd stay in bed and read all day. I can't really do that here. I have to like get up and shower and go to class and write essays. I'm not zoning out as often as I was. Like, I feel like starting a new book, I always zone out, and then it's like really bad because I don't know what's going on. But I do know what's going on, and I do like it. But I don't agree that it's enemies to lovers. Like, they don't hate each other. So, like, come on. Get violent with each other, come on. Yeah. That's not really happening though. It's the next day. I'm on page 137, so like I really haven't read that much. But I can see why it's more enemies now. I don't know. I don't believe it. Like, I feel like they're never really enemies, but I mean, he just did some shady stuff, so maybe. I want a fight scene, okay? That's what I want. I want drama, you know? I want there to be a big fight and then they but I don't know if that's gonna happen. But he just like screwed her over. So we'll see how it goes. I am getting kind of invested, but this is just crazy to me. The fact that like I'm like 137 pages in, I have this much left. Like, it's like this could be a book on its own. That's what the tabs look like right now. I've been doing green and purple, but I feel like I'm gonna run out. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I made it to page 200. I'm on 206. Don't remember if I'm on 206 or 207, to be honest. I took a little break. Guess we'll go with 206 because I need to reread it because I don't remember 206. Anyway, I have not finished the book yet, and it's already Live, Laugh, Love, Jace Ballinger. Yeah. So he's the main guy, if you didn't know. I've been tabbing. Update on the tabs. I think I'm gonna run out of green and I'll have to switch colors. But I plan on buying more tabs next weekend. I do love it. I'm into this book and I want to get the second book. It looks like that. I haven't even finished this book yet. I'm not even halfway. But I'm getting close. I've made a dent. So. But but I do very much like it. Like, am I a fantasy reader now? No, I don't think I could do adult fantasy. I think it would genuinely confuse me. Like, the fact that this is young adult, I think, is the only reason I can understand it. So let's be real here. I was reading and my eyelids got like really heavy and I fell asleep. So I haven't gotten too far, but I just started reading again. I'm on page 256 and the romance. You should have seen my reaction. I wasn't recording, but literally I was reading it and I was like, and then I got my tabs out and started tabbing. I am just now getting to be halfway through in this book. I've been reading it for so many, like, I'm usually done with the book by now, but like big words, you know? I made it to page 300. I'm on 320, that's it. I was on, like, literally, like, this is where I stopped last night. And literally the next page over is what I'm on. Haven't read anything. Oh! That is out of focus. This looks awful. Now I'm gonna read, so... Did I understand that right? I have a bad feeling about this. Oh my god. I have a bad feeling. I like this. And I feel very like accomplished that it's like all I want to do right now is read fantasy. I'm just like, look at me. Going on my genre. Trying something new. Anyway, yeah. My goal is to finish the book today, but I don't know if I'll get it done. We'll see, because I did get all my homework done, so I very much could spend the rest of the day reading. So I'm on 477 of 505. Yeah, I'm about to finish this. I am loving it. Like, I liked this a lot more than I expected to. I expected to be like very confused with fantasy, and I'm not. I do understand what's going on. There's some things like the politics of like these like made up kingdoms. I'm a little bit like, okay, but like most of it I do love, and a lot of the politics I do like. Fire drill, guys, fire drill. Oh yeah. Wait. I have 10 pages left. Yes! The final green. And it's cliffhanger. You see all these tabs, like, let's focus it on the book. Yeah. But this book was really good. This is a 5-star book, in my opinion. But I also don't have other fantasy to compare it to. So maybe there is better fantasy out there and I just don't really know it, but I very much like it. I feel like that's true for like some of the books that I read when I like first started reading. I was like, oh my gosh, 5-star read. Like I was giving everything. I was like, I'm reading such good books, 5 stars. But I think that's partially because I had nothing to compare it to. And I'm like wondering if I read those books now, would I still give them the same rating? But this was a very good book, and I think I'm excited to get the second book. But very much liked it. Okay, so editing Erin coming through. Yeah, I think I'm gonna change that rating to like 4 stars or like 4.5, just because when I think about like my other 5-star reads, like it doesn't compare really, but at the same time I think it's better than some of my like lower rated, like 3 stars or like 4 stars. I don't know, 4.5. That's a solid score, right? But it's gonna go in as a 4 on my Goodreads. But I will be reading the second book. I bought it. Look how happy I look. Like in this next clip, like when I show you that I bought the book because like I bought it that day. But guys, I bought it. Yeah. I'm excited for this next book, but like another 500 pages. Oh my gosh. But just you wait, guys. I'm gonna be a fantasy reader and I'm gonna start reading ACOTAR, even though I don't think I'm gonna understand it, but I'm gonna try. But that might be a while from now because I have a lot of books on my TBR that are not that. So